Uh,
Come on.
Sorry, people. Sorry, people. Sorry. I know we're late, but lateness is greatness, as someone once said.
Here we go.
To be late. We're not promoting lateness. Lateness
What
is bad. Yeah.
but you know what? We promoting showing up, and that's the main thing. We were showing up this weekend with another installment of the good, the bad, the ugly with Joe Blackman and Botswana Puppy. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Hey. Yeah, I got no soundboard today, so any sounds you hear, just blame on Pappy today because I'm not in control of the sounds right now. So it is what it is.
You know what? You know what? Joe, where is your soundboard?
Someone early on said, trust the process. My thought was, what's the process?
Yeah, I'm trying my best to get it working. It's not happening, so we're just gonna have to do without today. It is what it is. The minute it starts looking, oh, you know about it. You know about it. But anyway, look, let's get it cracking though, because you know what? We've had one of those
Yeah,
weekends where I feel like everybody's kind of woken up to the reality of the situation.
yeah,
Do you know
yeah,
we
and
still are Manchester United?
yeah,
What are you holding your finger up for?
and I'm saying before we even talk Man United, later on today there's Man City versus Liverpool. I just wanted to know how you think that's gonna go first, and then from there we'll go into the show. How do
All
you
right,
think?
all right. That's a good conversation to have. I'll tell you
Yeah,
what, yeah,
yeah.
for me,
Mm,
this is going to be the wild card I'm going to throw out there. And I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but I still don't think Arsenal's going to win the league. And I believe that Man City is going to take it from right underneath their noses. So I believe that Man City is going to win their game today against Liverpool. Yeah, watch out.
Forget.
Lose again. They're going to lose again. I believe that Man City are going to win the league again this season. And if out of the people that are involved in the title race, Liverpool, Arsenal, or Man City, I'd rather Man City win. I said it. I'd rather Man City win it.
I hear it. I hear it. It's just one of those things where it's, man, Manchester United is just like, it's because they're our neighbors. I hear you. I hear you. Because looking at,
I
okay,
hear the noisy neighbor thing, and I know they're one of our main rivals. It goes Liverpool, Man City,
yeah,
in it. In
yeah.
terms of how much people hate, but obviously, if Man City keep rising, then it's going to be Man City mainly. But let's face
Mm,
it, we have there's nobody else that's going to be close enough. So look, we don't want Liverpool to catch us up in terms of how much trophies they've won in the Premier League, right?
yeah,
And we
yeah.
don't want, and we don't want and we don't want Arsenal to win because it's just Arsenal in it, yeah. So
Mhm.
for me,
Yeah,
I don't know why. I would rather City win it.
I
I
hear
just
you.
rather City win it. Simple.
I hear you. But you know what, bro? Like, it's weird. This season is the way it's rolling out. It's kind of weird because, like, I feel like, teams like Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City actually also had they lost this season. I think they lost to Aston Villa, and I think they drew with Arsenal. They, every team seems to have a little bit of a bozo moment every now and then. Arsenal yesterday drew with Sunderland, so it feels like whoever is just like staying around third and fourth position can put themselves in a position, to just kind of put a late title charge. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying any team, I'm not speaking into existence any team or anything like that, but I'm just saying, it feels like, look at how like we were second for a moment yesterday, and then today, by the end of the day yesterday, like Chelsea was second. You know what I'm saying? And then like it just feels like there's gonna be a merry-go-round,
So,
and then
bro, we were never second yesterday. Yeah, we were never second.
no, bro. When we scored
We were
first,
never second yesterday, bro. Listen,
no, bro.
the only
When we
saying we
scored,
were second yesterday is no. Listen to me. The only time you can say stuff like that, yeah, is if
yeah,
the match is over, yeah, if the match is finished, yeah, and you go, oh, we were second.
Well, I'm talking about the live table, bro. Come on now.
You can't be in the middle of the match saying we were second for a second, bro.
Yeah, we were. Mathematically, we were.
If my soundboard was working, I would tell you to shut up, fam. What are you talking about?
Shots fired!
Bro, he's talking absolute west. You cannot do that in the middle of a game, bro. In the middle of a game,
bro, you can. You can. I was looking.
When the match finishes, no, bro. When the match finishes and you go, okay, we won the match. We're second for a period of time until, you know, whoever plays their games. And then if they manage to win their games, then you can claim that you were second for a period of time. You can't claim you were second in the middle of a match. No, that when they put up them statistics in the middle of the match, bro, they're just showing you what it could look like at the end of the game, not in the middle of the game. Yeah?
We were second for 73 minutes, bro.
No point yesterday, you were second. You understand that, boss? Do you understand? At no point. Not 1 point was we second yesterday.
Well, look at it this way. Look at it this
1 point.
Joe, look at it this way. If for some reason the match had to stop and we had to pause time, we'd be like, all right. We're stopping and we're second right now. You know? You know what I'm saying? No, bro.
Listen to your woman. Stop the shenanigans. Yeah, stop these shenanigans. Nobody wants to hear this foolishness, bro. Yeah, we would.
You know what's funny? He also checks the live Premier League table as well. We were second, exactly. Second due to alphabetic order. Get out of here, both of y'all.
I don't want to hear it, but anyway, let's get back to the show, bro. Because let's be honest. Yeah, let's be honest. Yeah. Let's look. At the end of the day, fam, yeah, we could have been second yesterday. I looked at it. I was like, "Raw, we could have actually finished second." But you know what? Yeah, I've heard a lot of Manchester United fans, and I've been one of the most negative people when it comes to this manager, right? So let's get back to the show. Let's start with the good, bad, and ugly. Where are we starting, bro? Yeah, because I want to talk about this manager and how some people, I feel, they're freaking out a little bit. They're freaking out a little bit over the results. And don't get me wrong, I could understand some people saying, "Oh, look, don't get too excited. This is what we was talking about." But I can't understand people saying, "Oh, see, he's shit." Bro, let the man do his job. He was always going to lose a game or two, innit? It's never like, and he hasn't even lost. That's the funny thing. You expect him to lose, and he didn't even lose. So stop it. Yeah, he found a way to get a point, even though I hear the criticisms. A lot of people have been criticizing the fact that he's not making the right substitutions at the right time, and he's not going for attacking options. He's going for defensive options, things like that. You know, he's bringing on people like his second cousin Delo and things like that. You know, all them things there. Yeah. I'm not hammering him in. Yeah, but I'm hammering him. Just watch what he's doing. I don't understand why anybody is talking about all this bullshit. Like, give him time. Look, I thought the man was a fraud, and he was doing nothing last season. Yeah, he had shown me nothing to prove that he's the guy. Yeah, this season he's shown a little bit more of himself and what his system can do. So let's just give it a little bit of time. That's all I'm saying. I'm not hammering in. If he remember, I actually have hate coins on him finishing with more losses than wins. Yeah, that's what I predicted at the start of the season. So if he can prove me wrong, glory, Man United, innit? And let's move forward. And I'll take my hot chip and move on. But it is what it is, bro. You can't be capitulating every single week. 1 minute you're like, rah, 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 oh my God, this guy is the absolute clown. And the next week when he wins 2 games back to back, you're like, oh yeah, you know what, he's the man, you know. And then the next week you're capitulating again, and I can't do that. That's long. My emotions.
That's precisely what SLD is accusing you of, though. He's saying you're flip-flopping.
Nah, bro, because I'm trying to get that even kill now. I'm trying to get to that place, yeah, where I'm just watching. I'm watching Manchester United now, yeah. I'm hoping for wins, because now after we put that little run together, yeah, this is how Manchester United fans. Look, as a Manchester United fan, you should know this pain, right?
Yeah.
As soon as we start winning, you start expecting more wins. Yeah. You go into games because we're Manchester United, right? This is Manchester United we're talking about, bro. So when we go into matches, even against people that we've lost to, yeah, 4 times in a row, we go there going, we're gonna win. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what we do. Yeah, we turned up Tottenham after losing to them how many times in a row and went, do you know what? This actually feels like a winnable game
But
today.
Joe, it's precisely that spirit though that makes us forget that we were 15th last season. We shouldn't be. We shouldn't be.
I have not forgotten.
No. Sometimes that type of talk feels like you're ignoring that because, like, you want to mesh up every single.
You're talking to me about ignoring 15th when you was the one trying to convince me to back this guy.
Listen. I'm saying, Joe, the way, like, you know, there's this sort of like expectation that we will never ever have to struggle. We want to mesh up teams and have like complete control.
I don't have to talk to you anymore, boss. I think I need to bring people in because every time I speak, I feel like if I'm being positive, I'm not allowed to be positive. I'm being too positive. If I'm being negative, you're saying I'm being negative. Like, I can't speak. No, I'm not going to talk about this manager no more.
I hear you. No. Listen, no, I'm not attacking you, Joe. I'm not calm down. I'm not attacking. Why are you so defensive? Are you sure you believe what you're saying now? Listen, bro. Listen. I agree with what you're saying. I'm totally in agreement with what you're saying. What I'm also adding on is the fact that some people are acting like we're not going to win. We're not going to lose some games, and right now we're in a good moment. We're in a good unbeaten in 5, and that's something to build off of and keep on going. But we should know that the loss will come. It may not be next game, may not be the game after that, but the loss will come. But like, we have to take everything into context and look at where the overall momentum of the team is going. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm trying to just Anyway, that being said.
No, but you know what? Let me be honest. I think that's the same kind of thing I'm trying to get at, to be honest with you. I'm on the mentality of like, look, Man United have been on a good run, and even though we didn't win the last 2 games, hey, guess what? We didn't lose the last 2 games, right? Exactly. And that's the first thing you've got. That's the first thing I think you have to take into consideration. We haven't lost the last 2 games, and I think every stepping stone is a good one. I mean, or should I say, every yard reached is a good one. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, because the way that Amram's built this team and it's starting to build up, you might as well appreciate it for what it is. He's got the backing off the board, allegedly, and half of the fan base is divided between whether he's good or whether he's not good. But it's the one thing I will have to stand by is that I think now, even though I was blind to it before, there's only one thing I might apologize for, and we'll see by the end of the season. I'm not going to apologize yet, but I might apologize for saying that he needed to change his system. That's the only thing I might apologize for. But at the end of the season, we shall see if I need to.
Oh, sorry, I was looking for the other sound. Sorry.
But we'll see by the end of the season, innit? By the end of the season, we'll see if I need to apologize for that. But anyway, let's go.
All right. Well, let's get into the good of the week, which is the fact that Joe kind of already talked about it, that we rescued a draw. We rescued a point from what was looking like a defeat, looking like Richarlison has just like one of the most annoying players to watch celebrate, looking like he had just put the dagger in our hearts. But like, we rescued a point, and it felt good to just see De Ligt get that header, and finally actually us getting a proper corner in, because all game all our corners were dead, bro. I don't know what the hell is wrong with our players, especially Bruno, not being able to beat the first man a bunch of times, not just in one time, So that was just one of those things where I think like that's a good thing that we rescued a point right at the death. But yes, what do you think about that?
Well, to be honest, I was disappointed in the game. I can't lie. Even though I've been I know I've been saying how, like, lay off the manager, and but there are some questions to be asked still. I hear what everybody's saying when they say, the manager is making. I don't know if look. I'm not the manager in it, but if he looks at the bench and doesn't see attacking options that he likes, he doesn't see attacking options that he likes in it. He did bring on Mason Mount at the end of the day, right? He brought on Mason Mount. That's an attacking option. Yeah, I can say that much. And they did manage to, get the draw. But was there a possibility there for us to get a win? That's what everybody thinks when we get a draw in it. Was there a way for us to get a win? And that's what everybody keeps questioning. But look, I thought we were going to lose at one point. I was watching your stream, while I was watching the game. I heard Pav say, look, I told you. I knew they were going to score. Look, and I felt it too. There was a point in that match, bro, where it felt almost inevitable that they was going to score, When we was 1-0 up, you felt, they're going to equalize. We need to score another goal to make sure that, we feel a little bit more comfortable. But it never came. And that's the Manchester United that we know in it, that it just... it's like they get more defensive, they get more stupid on the ball. They just don't do what they're supposed to do in it. Bruno starts acting dumb, then someone else will start acting dumb. Ahmad was getting bullied for the whole match. I've never seen Ahmad get bullied so much in my life. This is the first match he got proper pushed off the ball. Everywhere he was getting moved to. Dorgu was getting fouled up, left, right, everywhere. He was getting fouled. Look. At the end of the day, they played a more physical game than us, and it's like our players can't match up to it. So maybe there's something that we also need to think about. Do you know what I mean? Because I was in the middle of that match, and in a lot of the second half, I felt like they were the better team, and we were doing a lot more defending than we needed to, or maybe we had to because we just don't have the players to push up that pitch. I don't know, man. I was a little bit disappointed with the draw. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's how I felt. I didn't feel like it was a good draw. I felt relieved. Do you get what I'm saying?
Totally. No, I get you. It's like, if you look at the fact that like we were pretty much in control, until the subs were made, and like there was no reason for so many subs to be made at the same time. Because like I think as a manager, it's not just important about like the sub you're bringing in, it's about the moment in the game, how you unroll your subs. And look at this, bro, it's crazy that like 5 subs are allowed. And we finished the game missing a player, bro. We finished the game with 10. I don't even think in the last 5 years, I don't remember a game where like I watched a Man United game. Maybe, if there is, remind me, bro. But like, I don't remember a game where, we're just playing and we have no subs remaining. When managers nowadays, you can make 5. That's crazy. What would Ruben Amorim do if it was just 3 subs? This is crazy. It's crazy. Like when I think about it, I'm like, hold on a second. This is weird.
Your first criticism of that match, then, So you think he's making? Do you think he's making foolish subs? Then, do you think he's not utilizing his bench properly?
It's like the way it's like football from a manager standpoint is like a chess game, and every player in every little tactical move is like like you're moving your castle, you're moving your knight. It's like I feel like he's not really like quite in tune yet in that level. He might get there, but he's not there. He just was like, all right, we're making changes. Bring in the cavalry. 72nd minute when you're just supposed to be just subbing the player who's injured, And there was no need for that, because like at the same time, Joe, we're playing like one game a week, and it's tough, bro. It's tough. I want the guy to succeed, but I'm just seeing some things. I'm like, I don't agree with that. That was not good. That was not handled properly. Could have been handled a little bit better. That's how I feel about it. And the fact that like, this is not the first time. We've been having this problem, bro. Like, remember the game versus Everton? We're 3-0 up. He makes subs. And then all of a sudden, like things just like we just lose control and cohesion. And then all of a sudden the other team just starts getting confidence. Similar thing versus was it Forest? Similar thing versus Brighton. When something happens in one game, you're like, okay, that's a one-off. mitigating circumstances. But like if you're seeing a pattern, you gotta really now have a good look at your bench and be like, which one of y'all is gonna mess up my game? And then not put them and be like, which one is actually gonna add to my game?
I feel like he always goes defensive when it comes to the substitutions. Yeah, obviously he does some for likes. He took off Cunha, brought on Sesko, obviously striker for striker, whatever, different type of striker, whatever you want to call it. Do you know what I mean? But I don't know. I want to see. Maybe it's a bias on my side, isn't it? Yeah, but I want to see Kobbie given a chance in these situations. We've seen Kobbie come on and change games under the likes of Ten Hag. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I've still got one of his goals in one of my entrance videos. Yeah, Kobbie can change games. Xerxes could affect games. Do you know what I mean? I don't see the attackers getting chances at right times. And I get it. We don't want to lose, but I do want to win. More than not losing, I want to win. Do you know what I mean, bro? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And for me, I'd rather. And I know there's that whole. You don't want to do the kamikaze mentality of like, what's his name that used to Big Ange, yeah, and possibly, it's do or die. Everybody's attacking, but I don't want that. But I do want some risks taken. And maybe he's just trying to secure the jobs, trying to secure the bag, trying to make sure he's here by next season so he can get some more players in, so he can make his team work. But at the same time, I wouldn't mind seeing some risks taken.
He's taking risks, and they're not paying off. No, he's taking risks, and they're not like being rewarded right now. The risks that he's taking, and like that, for me, that's why like I'm still trying to understand it. Why were you bringing in Ugarte? If Casemiro is really ankle is really that bad that like okay he can only play an hour. Okay, why then mount Earl at the same time? It's like fine if Casemiro had to be subbed, he had to be subbed at a certain time. But like you have an advantage at the game of the game at this moment, right? You can delay the game with subs. That's how like people like managers do that to disrupt the other team's momentum. It's just like a simple thing. It's not like rocket science, but it's like, bro, okay, subs.
We're not trying, we wasn't in a position to try and interrupt the game with subs, bro. We're losing. At one point, we were losing.
Yeah. Listen. We at that moment we scored in the 32nd minute, right? But the subs came in. That cavalry of subs I'm talking about happened in the 72nd minute. So we were still had the advantage at that moment. But the momentum was starting to tip Tottenham's way. They were starting to pin us back. And then from there, that's why eventually their goal came in the 80-something minute, So that's what I'm saying. It's like, you gotta, it's like you're deploying soldiers, but you gotta deploy them at the right time. You can't just be like, everybody attack, yeah. Anyway, that's part and parcel of what the ugly of the, what the bad of the show is, by the way. It's just our subs all seem to act like, they worsen the game. We're usually good in the first half. Bro, if we played just like first half, and copy paste that first half into the second half, we will be really, really good. But anyway.
I'm not trying to do copy paste FC, bro. Yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, it shouldn't even be that because you can't copy and paste what happened in the first half to try and replicate in the second half. Because guess what, the team that you played in the first half is going to be different to the team that you played in the second half. Sure. Do you know what I mean? They should also make some adjustments. Yeah, so you can't just continue doing the same. Yeah?
When I say copy paste, I mean in terms of application, in terms of like how the team is just playing, because the moment the subs come in, it feels like we become disjointed. I hope what I'm saying is like you're hearing it. But like, that's the bad, right? I want to also get to the ugly so that we get to the calls. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button, by the way. I don't know if you have hit the like button yet, whether you agree or disagree with what you're hearing. I want to make sure that if you're watching on Football Power Hour, go to Backhand Entertainment and hit the like button there, and do the same if you're on Backhand Entertainment. But back to the show. The ugly for the week for me is the fact that Maguire and Sesko are injured.
Of course.
The reason why that's ugly, it's a weakened team, bro. When we lose players, like especially Maguire, to me, like I think like he adds the depth in the defense that we need, and like he's an asset when we're playing teams that are very good with set pieces. So we're gonna miss that. And I hope like the international break or whatever, he has enough time to heal. But Hemis are weird. They can be kind of long term. They can, you just never know. It could be like the beginning of like, who knows? Maybe. Hopefully he gets through this quickly. But like on the Sesko point of view, I think this opens the door for Zexi, bro. I don't know how you feel about it, but yeah, go ahead.
I think the manager's taking the piss with Xerxes and with Mainoo, bro.
Oh shit.
That's how I feel. I feel he's taking the piss, fam. Because I see it in the comments. Rap-Up's always calling him a coward, and I understand why. He's not willing to take risks. Yeah, sometimes the youth will bring you something different. Sometimes the youth will bring that spark of energy, that little bit of difference that the opposition wasn't expecting. We have to be able to take these risks.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we have young players if we're not going to use them? That's how I feel, man. I'm a little bit just like tired of seeing the same people, same week in and out every week. Yeah,
But I hear you, Joe. You have to keep the same lineup, or more or less almost the same lineup, because you're playing one game a week. How do you get players to build cohesion and rhythm when, like, if you like shuffle it too much, then you're not going to get consistency and actually patterns building up. You know what I mean? So that's why, like, part of it is like, he has a difficult job of figuring out, like, how do I keep this cohesion going?
I never said I wanted them to start, bro. Yeah, but you see, when you're picking Ugarte, how about he just pick Kobe? Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah. How about that instead? Do you see? That's what I'm asking. How about instead of bringing Dalot and leave Dorgu there? Because everybody's saying he was tired, but bro, he's a young youth, bro. He's a youth, fam. How is he more tired, bro? I get it. Yeah, he's young, but he's gonna have energy. Yeah, and he might make mistakes, but I would have kept him on as well. I think I would have kept him on. He was bringing a lot to the game. He was part of the reason why we was up the pitch. Let's face it. Yeah, he was always up there. He was making things happen. He was taking risks himself. Like, I don't think Dalot has the same attacking house as young Dorgu. Do you know that?
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
If you want to keep pressing that team, who are you going to pick, Dorgu or Dalot?
I'd pick Dorgu. And that's how it started at the beginning of the season, And then from there, somehow, like, Dorgu kind of just, like, I think maybe in training, his levels dropped or something. I don't know. We just started seeing Dalot being picked a lot more. And that's why, like, I'm trying to understand what's going on. And in the moments when Dorgu came in as a sub, like, he wasn't looking good. So it was surprising to see Dorgu start yesterday, So anyway, but
bro.
Go ahead. What you say?
No, I was gonna say let's bring in our first caller because people are itching to talk to you.
All right. Let's bring in Coley. He says he want to slide tackle me. SLD also says only thing is it was a long throw.
Welcome, Coley.
Yo, I need a slide tackle emoji when I come in, please, from now on. That's what I need. I need a slide tackle. I appreciate that. 2 foot Vinnie Jones. I want a Vinnie Jones kick you in your blood clot special. That's what I want.
Why? Why?
Because you see up here talking about you want my striker benched and you want to see that black Barney Gumble brought onto the pitch instead. What's wrong with you? My man looked like somebody's baby father. Why you want to bring in Xerxes for my striker?
Xerxes was played a lot last season. Let's not act like he wasn't played a lot last season. He's somebody that can link up our attack, bro.
Bro, his BMI is red. Yeah, stop it.
Nah. All of a sudden, Coley, you don't like Xerxes no
more.
Bro,
I'm talking about what you see. Yeah, I'm talking about what you see. And this ain't really Xerxes' fault. I'm trolling here, innit? I'm just roasting him for the fun of it. But like, really and truly, yeah, what you said after that Sesko thing, there's a lot of truth in that, and it goes for both sides of the coin, innit? Xerxes has been left out too long now, bro, to start doing that. Like, what really happened? Amorim messed up so many different ways yesterday, innit? But what he's really done is he's killed Sesko's momentum and it worked for the team, but that Brighton game when he didn't start him, he's killed his momentum, innit? Because Sesko's said publicly, like, this league is fast. Like, I'm not used to this. Like, that's gonna take a minute, yeah? You need to play a striker through that. Especially one that's shown you like there is a bit like it's the situations he's not used to yet. He's not used to a Van der Ven still hunting him down once he's clean and goal. He thinks all I got to do is worry about where I'll put this ball now.
Yeah.
But you don't realize that there's people in the Prem that are really out here looking for that mega paycheck. Like, he will hunt you like you just come out of his yard. Do you understand? Like, so yeah, Amorim made a lot of mistakes yesterday, bro. Like, lack of Prem experience on him and Sesko. Sesko for the chance. Him for using all the subs, like, especially now in the Prem when we're doing at least plus 7 minutes. Like, he should have held one back. Should definitely have held one back.
Yeah, because like that moment, like when we were 10 men down. I mean, 1 man down. We like there was this aura of like, what? All right, we're defeated. We just want to get through this game. Like, there was a couple of minutes where like the team was just kind of just for me.
It was. We. You know what happened? That was one of them old school, high school fights. Yeah, where you link up in the field, and you lot go rush them. And you're winning, and then their year 10s or their year 11s come running around the corner. And then all of a sudden, a couple of people's nose start getting bloody. It's like, boys, let's bounce. We're bouncing. You know, like, you didn't really lose. But like, it was, let's bounce before we do lose. You know, like that. Let's get out of here quickly before we lose. Like, because that's what started happening. And the only reason why that happened is the tide and the pace and the intensity of the game started upping as the minutes went on, and Amorim didn't manage that for our squad. Do you know what I mean? He didn't make sure we had the legs and the options in the right places. Instead, what he was doing is trying to, and to be fair to him, it was probably working. Like, he probably had a vision of how that game was going to go, and all the way up until about 83 minutes, it was going the way he expected it to.
Do you think he was trying to close shop at 1-0, or he was trying to go for more?
1 second, I need to read what Wedge said.
Oh, let me put it back up. Sorry.
Oh, he had no idea.
Lack of Prem experience from this Cody. Can't be scared of the same bullshit. No, but Wedge, you have to understand, yeah. You and everyone else has to understand. It's not the level of improvement you want. We're not saying we're back, but to be fair, that's a point at Spurs' ground who have been bad for us the last time last couple of times we linked them. So it's minor improvement. I'm not gonna go skip down the road about it, but it's minor improvement. Like, and you just have to take it for what it is. Get me? Like, it's taking a bit longer than people probably are comfortable with, but it's going the right way.
No, I fully agree with that one, though. That's the funny thing, because that's why I started the show saying that, every small step is a good step. You get me? Every small step is a good step right now. That's how I feel about it. And I can't just be sitting here praying for Manchester United downfall. That's not what I want. You get me? I want Manchester United to be good. Even if I didn't think the manager was the right guy, if he can get a tune out of this team, brother, Do it, please, because I can't do this every season. I can't do last season again this season. So I beg, please.
All I'm saying is, yeah, last season that was 0 points. This season that's 1 point. Like last season we were 15th. The way we're looking, we're probably gonna jump towards like, I don't know, somewhere in the high single digits. Do you know what I'm saying? Like 7th to 9th, I reckon, is where we're probably gonna finish. That's nothing to get excited about, but it's an improvement.
Colin's very cautious with it. Colin's very cautious with it.
No, but hold on, I'll answer that before you go anywhere. But before we bring in anybody else, is that something? Is it something? I know we're not gonna say. Is it an improvement, or is it just?
I mean, yes. 7th is better than 15.
Improvement on what he done, though. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, because that was not just his mess. Joe, let's not act that was only his.
Had done that bad, I swear.
Say what?
Like, I can't remember. Did Oli didn't do that bad? Yeah.
Oli didn't do that bad. But this is not Ruben Amorim. No, Joe.
I'm just saying.
Joe. No. This was not his mess only, and let's not forget there was big periods in the season where we were just sort of like done with the Premier League and focused on the Europa League, you know. So let's not forget those matches. Nah. Nah. That's not bullshit. No, Mark, what are you talking about? It's reality. That Amorim, like.
Yeah, let's bring in the next caller. Look, wrap up will tell you what it is. Yeah, wrap up will tell you what it is.
Again. You can't cut me off. You can't cut me off this time. Yeah. Amorim yesterday gets an F. He gets a bloody F from me. The pussy. He's a coward. I told you. He's a coward.
Continue.
First of all, I agree with what Coley said. One thing Coley said, you should have started with Sesko, not put him on the bench. That's not fair. Because as much as I gave Sesko an F, he's not getting the rhythm he needs. Should have started with him. But because he's a coward, he left him on the bench for the last few minutes and then he got injured anyway. But this manager, coach, is in survival mode. I can see it already. He's in survival mode. It's embarrassing. We couldn't beat this shit Spurs side. This is the shittest Spurs side I've seen of my lifetime. It ended up being, it was a mid-off ending. This is the shitty.
Wrap up.
This is the shit Spurs team. Hold on. This team is better than last season's team.
This Spurs side is shit than last season's Spurs side. No Maddison.
That's not
no Kulusevski.
They just won.
Bare man. There's bare injuries that Spurs have got, you know. There's bare attackers were injured bots. And we're going on, yay! All it proves to me is that we're a meaty team. Both teams are meaty, but that was a better point for Tottenham than us. That's 2 points dropped for us the way I looked at it. That Tottenham team was shit. And Thomas Frank, you know the difference was? Thomas Frank's subs worked. Amorim's subs ruined the whole fucking momentum of the game. I keep telling you this. Whenever Amorim brings on the subs for us, the momentum of the game changes. You keep saying, no, it does. It always goes to us. The momentum changes. They booed Thomas Frank. Subs. His subs created 2 goals for them. And I told you when the game first came on, now let me land. I told you when the game was coming up, I said, you had to lock up Udogie. And luckily, I thought, what happened to Udogie? Udogie was on the bench. But as soon as he came on, he started mashing work. And then he contributed to the goals as well. So again, as far as I'm concerned, yeah, the improvement is minimal. What Amorim has done has taken an atrocious team to slightly needy. That's all he's done. And I'm not rating a manager who has a 33.4% win rate. I can't back that. Piss off, man. I can't back that shit.
All right. Wrap up. Let me talk to you because I know bots annoys you, yeah. But let me ask you this, yeah. Have you not seen anything to say that okay, something is starting to work? There's something that I can at least enjoy
There's a
watching.
little. I'll be real. There's an improvement, but it's not a lot. And most of the improvement is just because through personnel, not through coaching. It's individual brilliance. We're getting away from individual brilliance again. This man's in survival mode already. I can see it. I can see it already. How you not? I said, what did I say? The score was gonna be bots, and I keep it a buck. I thought he was gonna beat Tottenham 4-1. But then shit.
Yeah.
I said 4-1. That's shit. Not a good point. It's a good point for them because they got all their attackers back, and I'll say it already. When they get Maddison and all the attackers back, because our midfield without Casemiro is meaty, and it's still a meaty midfield with Casemiro, they will smash us up. How we go life and death with that shit Spurs side? It's jarring, man.
All right, Coley, we brought you
It's
back
so
in.
jarring.
What did you want to say?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, wrap up. I swear we was having a conversation about win rate, yeah, last season when his win rate stank. And I swear, I could be wrong, it might not be you, but I swear you said he needed like at least a 33% win rate before you take him seriously. And you've just said he had a 30.
Hell no. I said,
Bro.
and Joe can say this, he can attest to that. I said 50 to 55% and I'll be cool with him staying.
Okay.
33.4, you mad?
But hold
You
on,
can't
last
even
time we had
half
this
his game.
conversation, he was in the 20s though. Last time we had this conversation, he was in the 20s. Now he's in the 30s. And what, you've still got the same heat?
Man, he has to get
Must
to
be showing you
50% for me. Yeah,
He has to get to 50,
me-
but you said, but when you said it, he was at 20.
yes, so what? He still has to get to 50% at least. 50,
All right,
55%.
cool, but he's up 10% since you last said it, bro.
Cool story, bro, but that's still not good enough.
Fam, see? You see how the heat is? He's instantly gone. Just chill, fam.
Still not good enough.
Still not good enough. All right, cool.
Yeah.
This is my point. Your body and my
Thank you, Coley. You know what? Coley did the right thing. Because it's true, though. Because I think sometimes people are running hot for no reason. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you understand?
Oh, 100%, bro. 100%. Yep. Wrap Up is a legend, you know. But SLD says at least Wrap Up hasn't said anything bad about Dallo. Progress.
Let's not talk about Dallo. How did Dallo feel though? How did Dallo feel for you when he came on?
Bro, Dallo, I don't know, bro. I think he's what do you call it? He's bad luck or something. I don't know, bro. Like, it's weird.
So do you believe? Hold on. Do you believe what he said now? Do you believe what We Deserve Better said now? It's nepotism, bro.
No. Let's kill the nepotism.
Is it nepotism? Is it nepotism?
Bro, come on now. That's like, Joe, be serious. Stop. Are you trying to run an agenda? No, please. No.
I'm just asking the question. Do you know what the funny thing
is? They're not, bro.
Let me ask you a question though, because somebody was saying yesterday about, do you know your great granddad? Do you know the funny thing is? No, I don't know my great granddad, but do I know descendants from my great granddad? Yes, I do. Yeah, my family is a very close knit family, bro. Yeah, like very close knit family. When we get together, we get together. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's that's from my cousins.
But
you get me.
Yes, but Joe, like, I think the way I understood it, if We Deserve Better explained it properly, was that's like 4 levels at least minimum of like granddad, bro. Like it's nah. Let's not try and create a narrative.
Bro, I'm telling you though. in my family, yeah, when we pull up, bro, we pull up, and they'll be like, "Have you met your cousin?" I was like, I swear I used to see you walk past me the other day. Yeah. I live there still, bro. I have cousins that have walked past me before, and I didn't know they were cousins. Do you understand me? And then eventually we become friends. Do you understand me? The minute I know their family, it's a different story. The second I know that their family, I treat them different.
Okay. All right. And that's you, because you're coming from a background that's very extended family oriented, and I don't think it's necessarily the same case for this guy. But anyway, I don't know. Doctor says Black and Asian families are different.
By the way, I just like to ask questions, bro.
Okay.
I don't know what his culture's like, but let's ask Doctor.
Hey.
What's up?
How are you? You people again have brought me in just when you're talking about this whole Obrigado tax family thing. Honestly, I really don't care that much. Like, who cares? Granted, Dalot isn't great. He didn't start the game. Fine. But on Friday, we were talking about he might just start the game. He didn't start the game. He didn't. So that's one thing less thing you people have to complain about. Granted, he came on, and from the moment he came on, shit started going down the drain. Right? It started going down. Yes, stunk up the place. What I need him to do is go figure shit out and figure out why shit is happening, And we all know why he's still in the team. He's the personality hire. I said this a couple of weeks ago. He is the personality hire.
Oh Lord!
Here we go.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean for it to sound some weird.
Yeah.
But I know, listen. I know that Bots is your sighting and Amram is your main bay, yeah. So
no,
I know that
he's not my main bay, Joe. He's not my main bay. No.
You love Amram,
Joe. Huh? Since this summer, my main bay is bald, right? Okay. And I keep on saying, you know what? We're going way off. Let's bring it back to football, because if I continue, I'll be in trouble.
Onana is main bay.
Oh, please no. Onana is not bald.
All right. Let's go back. What's good? What's bad?
What I was trying to say was, the fact of the matter is, you like the manager, correct?
No. I want him to do well. He's been doing, like, last year I was backing him. Then I realized, I see if he gets fired, I see why he got fired, because he was doing some spicy stuff, right? I'm on the right now. As of right now, I'm on the fence. Yes. No, Faith, I'm single. Faith, I'm single. Pardon? What? You keep on dropping bombs when Joe is talking. I can't hear it.
That's because he saw this. And now.
Yes, and I said I'm single twice.
He's excited. You say that he's single now.
No, I'm doing this for Kenny, who just entered the show. He's like, "What's going on?" Anyway, all right, Doctor. What's good? What's bad?
Why did I'm on the fence? At one point, I was. He can go, and at one point I was he can stay. At this point, who cares what I think about the manager? If he goes, he goes. If he stays, he stays. All I want is for us to have a good time, good season, last season's memories. I want. And my thing is, Dalot needs to be benched, but I understand why he's still playing.
You understand why he's still playing? Why is he still playing?
Our squad is, we don't have anyone. Okay, people are saying play Diogo Leon, right? Right? Our next game is versus Everton.
Is he that bad?
I don't think so. Our next game is Everton. Do you really think Diego Leon can handle 45 minutes versus an
I think Diego Leon can
1
chill.
minute.
What was Aiden Heaven doing on the bench? You know, not Leon. Heaven is
has Heaven ever played left wing back?
no, but you can do something creative there. Put Heaven on left center back, and then you put what's his name?
Sure.
On wing back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what? You people know how I feel about Luke Shaw, and I want to turn over a new leaf by not saying anything negative.
Yeah, because listen,
I'm just gonna be like, okay.
I'm not saying he should. It's not like a whole game thing, right? Because we're talking about in-game management when you're about 75 minutes into the game.
I won't lie and say this game.
Yeah.
Keyword this game. Maybe the subs. He should have spaced it out a little bit. 3-0 at one time was maybe not the best thing. I don't know, but he has to also sit down and figure out why every time he brings on subs, that's when the team is like the opposition is like, oh my god, let me take advantage of their discombobulation and score a goal. And it happened. This one it happened, and yeah. So Can we drop this whole nepotism? Like, you people are looking for gold in the wrong places.
All right. Doctor said her piece about that. Drop the nepotism. But what she was saying, what where the conversation led, Joe, what I was saying was that, like, ask Luke Shaw to play left wing back for 15 minutes, bro. That's all. Put Haven in there. That's a different. Then you don't have to deal with Dallo, because like we put Dallo in 80th minute, 84 minutes, 4 minutes later, we concede. It's like, what's wrong, bro? Like, do something different. Try something else, Ruben. That's where I am right now.
Is that better though? Is that a better suggestion? Really?
I think so. I want to hear what other people think. Let's bring in Mark and see what he thinks. Let's bring in Mark.
Yo, guys, what's up?
Big up, Mark.
What's good?
Long time no here, bro. You good?
Chilling, bro. Not so happy.
What you doing? Did you get hit by Melissa as well?
What?
Did Melissa pass by you as well?
No, bro. Bro, I'm in Germany, King.
Okay, you guys good.
I'm in Germany, bro.
No, not by you. Obviously not German.
No, Trinidad didn't get hit, bro. Trinidad didn't get hit, bro.
That's what I'm asking about, bro. Obviously.
No. Past Trinidad straight, bro. Sunny weather all last 2 weeks, bro.
You guys are lucky. You're lucky. All right then. By the way, prayers to Jamaica, guys.
Prayers for Jamaica people. Keep them in your prayers.
I've been encouraging people to donate through the official government website, because there's so many foolishnesses out there that people are trying to scam people for money. So trust me. Let me restart the time, by the way. 1 second.
Yeah. Start with this, Mark. I was wondering, what do you think about that suggestion of like putting Luke Shaw for 15 minutes on left wing back and then Haven on left center back? Like, wouldn't that?
Bro, listen, Luke Shaw, I don't think Luke Shaw have the energy to make that run up and down the wing anymore, bro. I think this is why he don't bomb forward as much as he used to. He might get forward in some games, but he doesn't be depended on to do that anymore. Because I believe that is, too much for his body to handle. But it's not a bad idea, to be fair. But, I mean, if it's I think the better thing would be to put Diego Leone in. Because Luke Shaw is the more secure defender in the back. And you just let Diego Leone run the flank and do whatever you have to do, get direction from the senior player. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Leon wasn't even in the match day squad though. We had Jack Fletcher. That was the young person that was there. But like at that moment, like you're looking at your bench and the people that you have and being like, how can I come up with something else to, But anyway, thanks for sharing that. But like, what else? What were your thoughts, bro? What was good? What was bad? What was ugly? Let's hear your take for the week.
For me, I think to be fair, some of the onus on why we had a result we had was because of Amarim making some poor decisions. I think I was going into this game expecting a 4-1 win. As you can see my prediction, bro. Yeah. I predicted a 4-1 win because I expected to slap Spurs. Because I thought with the way we was playing with Sesko up front, with Cunha behind, how Cunha played in the last game, and with the fact that Sesko is get flick-ons and these things, it would be the recipe to kill this team off. But he start with a false 9. Didn't like it. We took the lead. And then I was like, this guy trying to play to defend this lead for like the rest of the game. From the 30th,
That's
the
what it felt
38th
like.
minute.
That's
Bro.
what it felt like for me. I felt like we was just trying to hold that 1-0 that lead. That was pissing me off. That's what really pissed me off.
That kill me, bro, because like, to be fair, bro, I think if he was to bring Sesko on, better you bring him on the 50th minute early o'clock, give him time to warm up into the game. You know what I mean? I don't know about you guys, but this guy is a guy accustomed starting at Leipzig. Yeah, his best form is come when he start games. So I would say it's a bad choice, but also what was worse, you make 4 or 5 substitutions quick, fast. Take off Casemiro, take off 2 other defenders, take off another defender, then Maguire got injured. So basically, half the defensive players who was managing the defensive strategy of the game, they was off the pitch. And then our midfield open. From the moment I see Matthias Tel come in, I was like, bro, we losing this game.
Yeah.
Because it looked like this is
Why?
what Thomas
Why
Frank
tell
was
me?
waiting for. It looked like Thomas Frank was waiting for Casemiro to come off. I don't know about nobody else. That's just how I felt. Because the moment Casemiro come off, he make 4 changes. Bap, 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 Thomas Frank. Make a triple change. Bang. And all of a sudden, they start to get back in the game. I just look at it like that. It could be wrong, but that's how I see it.
Interesting theory. Quick question about De Ligt, by the way, and how Matthias Tel scored that. Do you think? What do you think about that? Do you blame De Ligt at all, or do you think like he shouldn't be?
It's hard to blame De Ligt on that one, bro, because really and truly the deflection come off his foot. He take the shot hit his foot, and that's what deflected away from the goalkeeper. In a way, De Ligt was having a monster game, bro. And then he come back and correct his error. So it's hard to blame him. It was technically his fault. But it's not like if he was doing nonsense that caused that, if you understand what I mean. He was just a little bit tired to that turn to get to the man. He still tried to make a block. It didn't work out like that. These things has happened.
Fair enough. Big up, Mark. Nah. What do you think about that, Joe? That moment?
Do you know what? Yeah, it's same like what you said, though, isn't it? It wasn't doing nonsense for it to happen. Yeah. But as you said that, yeah, it brought up something in my mind, though. Yeah. Do you know that save that that our keeper made? Yeah.
Yeah.
When the ball was shot right at him. It was shot right at him, right?
Yeah.
And he hit it off with his leg, and it went off to the right. Yeah. I imagined Onana in that moment. I don't know why, yeah, but in that very moment I could have seen one of those situations, but it came right at you, bro.
Yeah.
You know what? I can't lie. Just those little things there, why we're still in games as well. Do you know that? Having Onana would have broke us in that game. We would have been effed in that game. No, sorry, Onana, yeah, but my mind went straight to you when Lamens made that save. Yeah, I went, you know what? Yeah, that would have been one of the moments when I was gonna be on here pulling up pictures, saying it was right in front of you. Do you know what I mean? But anyway,
yeah, no, I'm with you. I totally agree with you. Let's
is this a new caller or is it your regulars?
Let's see. I think let's see. It might be a new caller. Latin News, big up yourself.
Clearly it's not a new caller. Look at the display pic, bro.
Here we go.
Ah.
Big up to Kenny.
Anyway, what going, James? Long time.
Not Farage. He's not got the Farage fit. Nah. Poor Kenny. Do you know what? Kenny's here right now. Big up yourself, though, Kenny.
I know. I'm like, that's why I'm bigging him up. I'm like,
You are the internet sensation, bro. You have become the meme king. I swear.
Nah, I've just not had time to change the display pic, Kenny. I'll change it when I get time. Don't worry. My apologies. It's not supposed to have been there as long as it has been.
He's our tribal chief. Big up, Kenny.
Kenny,
Yeah.
famous.
Yeah.
Right.
What-
Wajid, long time no speak to you, bro. How you been, actually? Before I even start your timer, how you been?
Yeah, I'm alright, family. How are you?
Getting there, bro. Getting better. Trying to build up this unit. Someone told me
I hear
that Pav would have more streams than me, but I don't see Pav. You know what I'm saying?
You're saying the bar really low, Joe. I can't lie.
Well, I'm not cussing. Anyways, I gotta do something. I gotta beat this guy. I think you know what I need to do first. I need to beat this guy of how much streams he puts out in the week. Then I'll aim for the next person.
Yeah, that's the way. That's the way to go. Aim with the people, your contemporaries that have been streaming for as long as you, not the new people on the block.
We will be there, Joe. We will be there. We'll see.
Hey, Joe. Hey, bro. I watched your streams as well, man. I love what you was doing. Still, yeah.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. It's gonna take time, but I'm just.
Maybe we should go
enjoying
visit Jamaica together. Maybe me and you should go.
Yeah,
visit
nah,
Jamaica.
man, definitely, man. One day, man. One day. Obviously, like you said, prayers to Jamaica, and hopefully everything's alright. Hopefully your family is out there as well. Hopefully your family is well and safe and everything. And yeah, man, just people wherever you can donate and wherever you can help, please do.
I know that a lot of Jamaicans had a little bit of a worrying point where the internet was down for everybody because we were sending messages and we wasn't getting no responses. And that's when you start to worry a little bit. But then eventually,
No, of course. But no, like you said, earlier, just down the official channels, ladies and gentlemen, where you can help, where you can donate, no matter how big, no matter how small. Like it's always greatly appreciated at times like this. So yeah, please do help where you can, people.
Right.
100%. All right, let me not waste no more time, people. Let's go. Here we go. Wajid, what did you see? What prompted you to call? I know something prompted you to call.
Just listening to people defend Amrin. I'm sick and tired of it.
Okay, now this is what I want to get into. I'm not gonna lie to you. I want to hear this. This is what I'm here for. Yeah, because the Amrim train has been going crazy, and now that it's slowing down again, I want to hear from people who have never really jumped on the Amrim train. Wajid, talk to me.
I understand what people are saying, that this, like last year, we would have lost the game. However, I see these last 2 weeks as 4 points dropped, not 2 points gained. We should have beaten. Forest had only scored 5 goals all year. Forest are in a relegation battle. We gave them a third of their goals last week. This week, yesterday, he's set up a 1-0 win in a low block for 60 minutes because he's so scared of not being able to beat Spurs his entire tenure, right? And he shut the bed. He fully shut the bed. Spurs were by far and away the better team.
Why are you not using your soundboard?
No.
Use that soundboard.
I appreciate that. Bots is listening intently, so I appreciate that. I fully don't understand how we are going into second halves of each game, and it's a totally different team that comes out in the second half. Cool, 90 seconds of madness last week, but then again last week, if that's a better team when they go 2-1 up with the Hudson-Odoi chance, I think the Igor Thiago chance, we lose 3-4-1. Yesterday we defensively a bit better, and yes, cool, 2 deflections, whatever. this team shouldn't be in a position where we're clinging on to a 1-0 win for 45 minutes and then, oh my God, we're down to 10 men and stuff. Like the 10 men thing was an excuse. If we had lost 2-1, people would have had their excuse for this manager. It is the same. It is the same shit because the bar. This is totally my opinion, so take that with a pinch of salt. But because the bar has been so low at Old Trafford for 9 months, bear in mind this manager has caused the bar to be in hell, right? Taking five undefeated is the greatest thing in the world. Taking 5 undefeated is the greatest thing in the world. Like it's the celebration to go 5 undefeated. And in my opinion, this year the league is terrible. Like there's no good, really, really standout team in the league so far. Champions League spots are by far and away up for grabs. I don't think Liverpool are that good. I don't think Chelsea are that good. I don't think City are that good. And people want to hang their hat on, well, we beat Chelsea, we beat Liverpool. Okay. But in the same season, we've lost to Grimsby, struggled to beat Fulham. What else? Like, and at one point we were like looking down, going, "Oh my God, if we lose this week, we're in the relegation zone." So now we need to celebrate like bullshit. We can't have it. People can't have it both ways. I can't have the Amarin Inners going, look at how results have improved. Cool, it's 5 undefeated. It's 5 undefeated. Like the bar's in hell, and Spurs are shit. Spurs are not good, and is what we've not been able to beat Spurs. I think is since 20. I want to say 2022, 2023. I'm I've chat about those chat performance, but I've wanted this manager out since the Europa League. People saying, "Oh, the board didn't back him." He's got a brand new 220 million pound attack. 2 of them totally prem proven. May I add, Cunha is dog shit. Cunha is fully dog shit. And Buemo is doing what he does. The Sesko thing. He wanted a number 9 that's not Hoyler. It's not a number 9 that's not Hoyler. Then you proceed to play Cunha consistently in the 9 when he's not played in the 9 since he was in La Liga, where he wasn't good, right? So you got a 9 on the bench. I don't know why Xerxes can't get any game time. Hobby, who was everyone's answer, everyone's forgotten about that. Yeah, cool. He's injured. He can't get no game time. And the only reason Jack Fletcher was on the bench was because United's academy record since 1934. Because if this brother had not put an academy player on the bench, hell would have broken loose. Hell would have broken loose yesterday. Yesterday is not a good result at all.
Do you know what? I have to say thank you so much, Majid. You know what? I can't articulate these things sometimes properly, but you come in and you put it together so well. Do you know what? Yeah, for so long I've been wanting to say, and sorry, Waj, I'm gonna have to let you go. Yeah, but I've been wanting to say for the longest time. Don't you think like Amram's living through the perfect storm right now? And I know I can't speak to you about these things because you're always going to say, no, it's getting better, it's starting to click. But I've been thinking in my head, and I've not said it yet. I'm trying to be Mr. Positivity recently, yeah. But I feel like this guy's living through the perfect storm. The league is shit, bro. Yeah, like everybody's shit this season. Everybody is shit this season, yeah. And it just so happens that he's just been a little bit less shit than last season. Or is it just that everybody else has gotten shit and he's just doing the same as last season? Like, in my opinion, I feel like the league has been shitter. Yeah.
Joe,
I feel he's through the perfect storm that's gonna see him through to next season and the next season. But anyway, I can't predict the future in it, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna have to eat a hot chip, but at the same time, I feel like next season we'll see in it.
I look at it differently. I think like the quality of the Premier League has gone up. Like many teams individually, like they've had a lot more financial investment and they've gotten quality players. These like every team seems to have a secret weapon of their own and a winning formula that they can rely on or call upon. And like some of them have invested money to be able to do that. So it's just like a consequence of like individually, various teams in the Premier League have upped that game. That's why Brighton is not an easy team. That's why the likes of even Forest is not an easy team. Newcastle is not an easy team. It's just like the money investment has something to do with it, and we can't expect like that, like, oh, there'll always be those seasons where there's just one dominant team that's steamrolling everybody. Right now, as Waj just said, like there's Champions League spots are open, they're there for the taking. And it feels like even the good teams, they'll have those bozo moments, so that's how I feel about it. And what I also want to add to the conversation is, like, what I wanted to say to Waj earlier on, but is the fact that, like, yes, things have been bad. We've had a lot of horrible moments so far this season, but let's not forget that we were 15th. That one is something that we started the show with, and I want to make sure that.
But who put us there?
A combination of not just one manager put us there. There's a combination of reasons why we were there. And
I know you got to go, and I think you're having a stinker, so just get out. How about a combination of managers put us there? If it wasn't for the other
get out of here. No, you get out of here. Listen, it's not black and white, Joe. It's literally like there's a combination of reasons why.
It's black on black.
Yo, I'm gonna let you take over the show, brother. Guys, don't forget to hit the like button. I have something to take care of. We'll talk soon. Peace.
All right, big up to Bots. All right, let's get this show on the road. We got 2 more callers. We did have 3, but Stretford. Oh, we got 3 callers, and then we're gonna wrap the show up. Let's start with Bally Tech. Bally.
Yo.
You're a defender of this match, aren't you?
Yeah. I defend him. He deserves it still at the moment, because obviously the Knives are out, the Wolves are out, and all the Ten Hag sexuals, they get together in a clique and they click up and do funny stuff together. So big up to all them, man. But at the end of the day, we got a point. We got a point, yeah. And back last season, we probably would have lost that with Ten Hag shocking goalkeeper signing and all the other dodgy efforts that he signed that we had to cleanse the squad of. Finally, we got a keeper that knows what he's doing. Fair enough. We was a little bit unlucky with a couple of deflected strikes that went in the back of the net. Other than that, it probably weren't our greatest performance, but our record away from home under this manager is diabolical. So in a way, there was a slight improvement by not getting beat. Last season, I think we had a lot of managers that beat us home and away. So obviously that's improved. One of our previous callers said the bar has been set in hell. But if the bar is in hell, then the majority of the best managers in the league is in hell with us. Yeah. And at the end of the day, we're the Red Devils, bro. Hell is our domain. Them man don't want to be down there with us.
Come on, Bally. No, understand this though, right? That what Wad was saying is like the bar was set in hell from last season. Yeah. And it's like we're accepting mediocre because we've been so bad that anything good feels really good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like
but
the whole month for someone dashes you a piece of bread with butter in it. You're like, that butter tastes sweet.
Yeah, but I could also argue that people really just haven't deeped how competitive this Premier League is. Yeah, we're all crying, not all of us, but some of us. Yeah, especially the brothers who supported the previous manager. And certain, like, the fan base is mad, yeah, because it's a combination of supporters that really loved the previous manager. Maybe not Ten Hag alone. Some people really liked Oli. Some people really liked Van Gaal. Some people really liked Mourinho. Some people really liked all of these managers. Yeah. And every time a new manager comes in, they don't want to give them a chance because of the way the club sacked the previous manager. Yeah. So I hear it, but people have to put stuff into actual perspective. So if I can just cast our minds back a little bit, yeah? We sacked Dan Ashworth Why did we sack Dan Ashworth? We sacked Dan Ashworth because Dan Ashworth told the board, don't bring in Ruben Amorim, because if you bring him in, you're going to have to invest mad money to get the team playing the way we want to play in order for it to work, right? So they sacked Dan Ashworth and went all in on Amorim. Now, the club, knowing that the football's going to be turned straight away, said, you know what? Cool. Whatever, just don't get us relegated. But that season is a write-off because we need to restructure this club. Yeah. So we already knew, some of us knew, the calmer heads knew, this season is a write-off. The season was a write-off. To only come into this season to be able to keep up with our contemporaries in terms of fighting for the European spaces like we're supposed to. And lo and behold, we're still in this fight, but the man them are going back to last season, the write-off season. Yeah. Which manager in the league, including the previous winners like Pep Guardiola's and all these types of man, which one of them is getting into the top four with Rasmus Højlund up front, Garnacho in the 10, and Ahmad in the 10? Well, and bearing in mind, none of these brothers were passing each other the ball as well. So which one of these managers is doing that? Yeah, we needed proper. The minute Rashford and all them man walked out the door, yeah, we needed proper man in and around them. And we signed the likes of Cunha and Mbeumo. These are top gunslingers, yeah. I'm saying we're getting into Europe this season, yeah. We're on that trajectory. If we sign somebody in January, right, the top four is looking good, in my opinion. Yeah, we're not far off second. So,
well, I was trying to let you land, bro, but you were not landing. What I wanted to say was, yeah, because your time has been up for ages, yeah. But you know what, though, bro? This exactly what Wajid says right here, bro. We won 2 cups. Literally won a cup with the front three. Yeah, won a cup with that front three. But bro, we won 2 cups. We won 2 cups in the front three before what he did. Yeah, 2 cups. Let's remember that. Yeah, 2 under that previous bozo manager that everybody likes to call a clown. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. If that guy is a bozo, shouldn't this guy be doing better than the bozo? This is why. Listen, and I think that's why. Every time a new manager comes in, yeah, this is what people manage them by the last manager, whichever manager they liked. I hear what you're saying, yeah, because you have to, though. You have to. What else have you got to compare them by? You're not going to compare them to another team. You're going to compare them to the team that you have in it, yeah? What the squad that you have in front of you did last season compared to what you're doing with it this season means we're going to judge you by it, bro. I'm looking at what you did last season, and it was very diabolical compared to what we saw the 2 seasons previously, yeah? Even 3 seasons previously, even Oli did better than that. And I hated Oli as a manager. I'm not going to lie to you, but even Oli was doing way better than this. Well, last season anyway. But I don't want to keep on banging on about the manager. Let me bring in someone else to talk about this, because I know We Deserve Better has his own perspective on what the manager. How are you doing, bro?
Oh God! Do you know what? I don't know why I bothered to call in anymore. I'm so done with this team. I'm so done with this manager. You know what? Do you remember in January when I was talking about his character? You know, like people talk about the football, but for me, it's always been about character. He came in. We were on our knees, right? He came in. He said, "This is the worst club, worst United squad in history." Right?
Yeah, the squad. Yeah.
Yeah. He said his 63-year-old goalkeeper coach could do better than these players. I mean, look, if you're in a battle, you don't throw your players to the wolves. You do that behind closed doors. All that nonsense. And then when the game gets tough, I'm off. I can't handle this pressure. I'm off. Penalties. Can't look at his players doing penalties. There's so much stuff, exiling players and devaluing their value when you're trying to flog them. All of that stuff, to me, says this is a spoilt brat. He went to Sporting, he got 18 players out, right? What manager gets that kind of movement? No one. This guy is kind of like, if I don't get my players, if I don't get my preseason, if I don't get this, if I don't get that, then you can't judge me, right? Okay, you've had all of that now. What are you doing differently? Yeah, what did is bang on those 2 matches against Forest, right? He was afraid to make subs because he made subs against Brighton and Liverpool and he almost lost those games. And so what you do is you learn from that, right? But what he did was he's like, oh no, I can't do this now. And bringing on, you know that goal yesterday that we considered, you know, the De Ligt goal, right? They took Maz off and they put Ahmed on wing back. Ahmed isn't closing down. He didn't close down. I think it was Spence that put the ball in. He didn't close him down, and that's what happened previously, right? So don't take Maz off. Keep Maz on. I don't understand him. His substitutions get on my tits. And the other scenario, right? Casemiro. Everyone keeps saying Casemiro's a great player, right? How can you have a player that only lasts 60 or 70 minutes in a match? It's untenable because as soon as you take him off, you need to take Bruno off. You need to take Bruno off because they only work as a unit.
With the Casemiro situation, though, I do hear what you're saying. It's not tenable, but this is where that's where I think he's not utilizing his bench properly, in my opinion, because, you know, towards the end of players' careers, you're going to have players that can't play the full 90 minutes. And, you know, you respect that. You know, they're still great for what they produce. So I have to look at the Casemiro situation as you've got to use what you have available to you. And if he is one of the best when he's available, you've got to use him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm done with him, Joe. Right? You know, I gave him so much. I thought, look, formation. I'm not going to. I want him to change his formation. I want 3 midfielders. I'm sick to death of this. Right? I'm sick to death of Bruno playing there. I want 3 midfielders. You get 3 midfielders. You could play Cass. You could play Mainu. You could play Ugarte. Them 3 as a unit would work. Right? We've got a team at the moment. Utilize the team. Get the best out of the team. And all this stuff about the Premier League being harder. It's not harder. The Premier League is crap. It's terrible. It's awful. Anyone can win a game, and yet we can't. Anyone can win a game, and yet we can't. And it is 4 points lost.
But that's what I was saying earlier, though. Do you feel like Amrim's been part of this like perfect storm almost? He's benefiting from this perfect storm of like other teams just being shit.
I think the problem is, right, they've put our standards on the floor. They've put our standards on the floor. Just it's like what you said. It's someone who's been in jail for 30 years and they give him a bit of light for 5 seconds. He's over the moon, right? Wow, this is great. This is what is the standards on the floor. Celebrating 5 games undefeated. Oh my God, right? You know that the standards I grew up with is that you don't lose a match. You don't come outside the top 3. You don't finish outside the top 3. In 2 decades, we never finished outside the top 3. They've put us on the floor and they've got the perfect person in to keep us on the floor. Is this moron? Get this moron out. The sooner he goes, the better we'll be.
Oh my God. You know what? I can't lie to you. Every time I hear you speak, though, you do kind of rally me to be like, fuck Amram. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. That's it. I'm trying not to. Do you know? I'm trying to be a little bit more level-headed this season, innit? Yeah. I think I was a little bit. I don't know what the word is. My ego was bruised last season because I don't even know if my ego was bruised last season. But last season, I was seeing people telling me to back something that I had no idea why you was telling me to back it, and you were telling me that you was better than something that I saw win 2 trophies, and everybody's saying, "Joe, you're dumb. Ten Hag was shit. This manager's the one, but he's making us finish 15th. At one point, we was in 16th, and I'm like, you man are telling me that we should be back in this, and he's better than what I saw last. All right, I'm dumb. All right, cool. But you know what? This season he's doing a little bit better, and maybe patience is a virtue. Maybe you guys saw the vision. Maybe I was moving too hastily, but sometimes when you sit back and hear some people speak about the straight facts like we deserve better, it does make you think, what are we doing here? Have our standards become so low that we're just scraping the bottom of the barrel and hoping for the best right now? Yeah, just because we're getting the basics done again. But anyway, let's see in it. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. Let's bring in the last caller of the day. Yo, what's going on, Stretford Post? What's good, bro?
Joe, you brought in all the crash outs before me, and you've brought in the one person who's going to back Amrin last. It's going to be a total different tone.
Well, this is good. This is good because then you know what? All the crash out energy has happened already. Maybe you can bring us back round to like a I'm more
That's what I
calm.
think. We gotta end it on a positive note because we've had all the standards merchants, all the people are crashing it on Amarim. But we've got to have some measuredness to I think close the show out. And what I'm gonna say is I don't think a lot of people are gonna like it, but I don't agree with the 4 points dropped analysis. I think this narrative where like the United strand trying to win those 5 games in a row or trying to be in that Bandulu title race with Arsenal and City and Liverpool. Like we've let that get to our heads as United fans, and we've forgotten what we were building last season, where we came from. Like the matter of fact is, if you look at the Spurs game and the Forest game, nobody can argue that we deserve to win either game. Both games probably deserve to end in a draw. I don't think we were the better team in either. Both times we came back from losing positions 2-1, and both times we fought very well to get a point. So you're saying it's 2 points or 4 points dropped. Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, before the game, you could say we deserve to beat Forest. For the Spurs game, I thought it was a 6 pointer. I said on KG's channel, I said this is a must not lose. Like you're saying that we deserve to win that game. I think you're concussed because the only way we can say that we deserve to win that game is we see that 1-0, we
Nobody
just
said
stink
that
the
we
game
deserve
out.
to win that game, bro. It's that I don't think anybody said that we deserved to win the game. It's just that when we was watching the game, we expected to be better than we were. Or is
Yeah,
that
so
something we shouldn't
this
be
is the
expecting
thing.
from
Like
this man?
I'm seeing what Waj is saying. He's saying like we were both in winning positions, but what good is a winning position if in the 90th minute you're losing 2-1 or the 85th minute you're losing? Like you got to look at the context of the game, not just like the halftime whistle where we're second and we're like, yeah, we should see the game out because it's a game on 90 minutes, not 45 minutes. And my point is like in both games we end up throwing away our lead. And when you're in a losing position, it's a different game. You've got to play. You've got to chase that second goal. I thought that point against Spurs was a point gained because we give 3 points to Spurs. We're certainly like a lot further out of this top four race. I think we're only a point off Sunderland in fourth. Liverpool City will still be a
Yeah, no,
point or
it's
two
second or
behind
something
whoever
like
loses that match. Go on.
that. It's like second, isn't it? I swear that where are we
Yeah, we're
right now?
still in the race.
Mm,
I don't care about the
It's
league
literally
position. All I
like
care
if
is
we're
about
second.
yeah, we're like 2 points or a point off, second or third. So this is what I'm saying. Like everyone's trying to crash it on Amrim and crash it on the team. We're still there in abouts. Like my good, bad, and ugly. I thought like coming back with 10 men on the pitch. Like I thought that was great resilience. I love the lit. Even Amrim sending Lemens up. It shows the appetite to not want to lose that game. The bad, I thought you got his performance, man. That was the stinkiest performance I've seen from a substitute. And the maddest thing is like, how does a midfielder come on and have no fouls? Like, I saw his stats. He had the opportunity to do a professional foul on, I think it was Olderbear. He just gets nowhere near him. So yeah, I thought that was bad. And then the ugly, Sesko, man. That look, I'm not gonna pile on Sesko. Like we've heard the comments from the media, but I just thought,
He
he
did
should have
give him
done
something to
better.
talk about yesterday, though. He did give him something to talk about yesterday, though. He did that to himself. He just seems like he wasn't up to speed yesterday. That is like he was moving. He felt like to me at one point he was moving in slow motion, and everybody else was moving in normal speed.
Yeah, Coley said it well. He's not used to this league. He thinks he's got all the time in the world, and then he
Yeah.
mistimes it, gets tackled, fakes an injury, comes off the pitch. I don't know if he faked an injury, but it's what it looked like. I heard Fabrizio saying it's a muscle injury, then the next day they're saying it's a knee injury. It reminds me of remember against Grimsby when he took the 10th penalty, and then the whole media was piling it on. It's like this narrative around Sesko is gonna be the Wolves are out there to hunt on him. Like,
Any striker is going to face that kind of pressure at Manchester United. Hoyland got it. Sesko got it. Lukaku, everybody will get it. Lukaku even got it. Do you know what I mean? The pressure at Manchester United, even when you're scoring goals, is going to be on you. Yeah. But do you think? Okay, two questions before you go. Yeah. One, do you think that he's feeling the pressure right now? That Sesko kid.
definitely, 100%. It's the hardest job being a striker. So I would love Jay-Z to come in. I know he's going to put Cunha there and then probably play him out. But yeah, I think he needs to take him out the firing line for a bit and just, train him because he's definitely feeling that pressure.
Well, I think that's what he's trying to do, in like bringing them on, like, you know, later on in the game, maybe trying to impact the game rather than start the game and not do something well, you know, and it will then make people judge you about your starts. So I think the manager did the right thing with him, if I'm being honest with you. And last question, give me a criticism of the manager and what you think he could have done better yesterday, because you came in here on the positivity thing, and I want to hear a positive criticism of the manager, because
You
nobody's
know
perfect.
what? The thing is, I hear this like I'll start positive and I'll turn it negative. I hear what people are saying when they're talking about the substitutes. He's bringing on subs, but you got to remember the Forest game. Like, he didn't bring subs, so it's damned if he does, damned if he doesn't. If he doesn't bring subs on, like, we're looking at the bench. Why didn't you bring Mount on? If he does make the changes, then we're looking at the substitutes and thinking, why did he come in? He's clearly not up to match pace. So I think he is listening to the fans, and he is trying to, change things more positively and trying to improve. My criticism, it has to be just, I think um it's just got to be the game management. It's the same situation. I thought he did make too many changes for my liking. Ahmad starting on the right wing, and then Bumo. Like, if you're winning, or you're playing well, I would have kept the same team. So it's just the game management, playing Ugarte, playing what's his name, Ahmad, out of position. I think he's trying to change too many things. Just stick to what you know. Stick to either Ahmad in the right wing back, or you stick to Maguire playing, and then you don't change the team too much. But he'll build on that. He's a young manager, and he's never going to get it right first time. I'm still behind him, and I think is it Palace or Everton when we come back? I think we'll win that.
Everton
So
next. Everton next.
yeah, Everton then Palace. So I think he'll win. He'll win Everton. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Big up.
We'll see, because that will actually be yeah, that will be a test, when we go to Everton. Because if he loses or draws there, I think once again the fan base will start to question his capabilities as a manager or coach. But yeah, we'll see in it, because all I want us to do is win, no matter what. That's obviously that's not going to happen all the time. I've seen a good run of games. We're trying to put something together. Is it a perfect storm for Amram right now? Who knows? Who knows? Only time will tell, innit? Let's see what the next games bring. Let's get to New Year. Let's get to the January transfer window, and let's see what we can do in it. Guys, it's been a pleasure. Please make sure you smash the like if you're watching this later. If you're here with me right now, please jump over to both channels. It's streaming to both Backhand Entertainment and Football Power Hour. So if you guys could please come and show some love to both channels. It's been a pleasure. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Let's go see what Super Sunday brings in it, because I'm predicting Man City to win the whole league. Yeah, I'm backing Man City, in fact, to win the whole league. So I hope and I pray that they bust up Liverpool today as well. Yeah, and so and get closer to Arsenal as well, because I think Arsenal are going to be a very, very sad team this season. But anyway, guys, like I said, it's been a pleasure. I'm trying to get out of here, but I can't see how to leave. All right, no, take care. Peace.